in the world, particularly Vancouver is what I'm referring
to.
Trying to, and to develop, to have a family here is going to be excruciating. They're working really hard, and we don't feel like we can or should or really want to commit to things.
And the distances you travel to work, to when you have a family, to school, to events for your kids, like, it's a lot of time and effort.
Yeah, and that's the thing, as we're starting families later. So we're gonna, people are starting families when they're, let's say, 30 just to throw out a number.
Plus,
Then what?
Well, Rotary for me is part of the 5 essentials, what I call in life, and that's sound physical health and fitness. It's social, building lasting relationships with people. It's financial in terms of peace of mind, and professional in terms of doing what you love every single day. And last, certainly not least, it's community involvement, and that's where Rotary comes in for me. Rotary enables me to be as involved in my community as it possibly can be and make a positive difference. And indeed, Rotary clubs are a fundamental pillar of communities all across North America and indeed the world.
Coming from a small town on the east coast of Canada, it was what the community did as community development. It was a Rotary club that really, drove the new equipment for hospitals, the libraries, and what have you. And I was also a 4th generation Rotarian, so my great-grandfather, grandfather were both Rotarians, and my father is currently a Rotarian. So it's really all I knew and what I love to do and to give back for the community.
I joined Rotary as a newly minted lawyer, and I was looking for an outlet for giving back to the community. And at the time, I worked with a lawyer in Rotary, asked him what it was all about, and he introduced me to the club. He took me to one of the lunchtime meetings, and not long after that, I put in my membership application, and I joined in 2002. It's been almost 10 years since I've been a member.
I joined Rotary to have some involvement in the community. My job keeps me tied to the office a lot, and Rotary was one way that I could participate and work within the community and meet other people in the community.
I joined Rotary because I was earlier involved with Rotaract, the youth organization of Rotary, and my brother and father are Rotarians, so I was moved to get engaged with this organization.
I joined Rotary because I wanted a way to network with other like-minded business individuals to help me succeed in my business. Right now I'm an investment advisor with TD Waterhouse, and Rotary was a great way for me to meet new individuals that were also involved with business and community in Vancouver.
I think it's just what I just touched upon last. Being as involved in my community as possible, making a positive difference, and doing that with great people and in multiple facets.
I definitely stay in Rotary for the fellowship. It's a lot of fun, our weekly lunches. I stay for the speakers. They're always a good time, and you learn something every week about something that's driving the economy or what's happening in our community. And I definitely stay in my particular club, the Rotary Club of Vancouver, because of the projects that we do. That's my biggest hold.
I've maintained my membership in Rotary because I see a lot of value in the club. It's been 9 years. My career has grown in that time. I've married, had 2 daughters, and I see for them a future, including Rotary.
I'm kept in Rotary by the community of it and by participating in the Rotary Club. I've been active with the Stay in School scholarship program. It's great to see that proceed, and recently was active as on the board of directors.
I enjoy Rotary very much. It's a very rewarding experience to be in this club and to serve, to know that my work makes a difference in the world, and it's always a fun experience. Always meeting up with friends and colleagues at the club level. So it's a good experience all around.
I stayed in Rotary for different reasons than I joined Rotary, and one of those reasons is because we do the philanthropic and community service type projects that you couldn't really get involved with unless you're involved with a club like Rotary. That's why I stay in the club.
In Rotary, the biggest part I play is in the community. Vice chair of the Community Service Committee for this upcoming Rotary year, and involved with the planning as well for Rotary Club of Vancouver's 100-year anniversary. So it's just being as involved in the community as much as I possibly can.
Currently, this is my first year taking a director position. I started in July, so I'll have a few years doing that, which I'm very much looking forward to. I wanted to wait to do that until I got a better grasp of how the club works, who people are, what people really care about. I also sit on the World Community Service Committee, the Community Service Committee, and I help out with our Rotary Stay in School Scholarship Program Committee. So we assess, we put together that funding, and we assess some scholarship applications and make sure kids really have motivation to stay in school. So those are my biggest parts, and I tell the jokes. The Rotary World Help Network, the containers that we do send out all around the world, that is kind of my passion project. Every few Saturdays we go out and load medical equipment, and it's always a fun time. It's really hands-on work, and that's really important to me as well.
When I joined Rotary, I was just starting out as a newly minted lawyer, and I got quickly involved in the Community Service Committee. I've been a member since joining the club. I was the chair of the committee for a couple of sessions, and a few years ago I actually became a director of the club as well, and that was a 2-year term. In the interim, I've gotten a lot busier in my practice as a lawyer, as well as in family life, and that's taken away a bit from my ability to commit to Rotary, but I've stayed on the committee dealing with community service in Vancouver, which is close to my heart, and I give as much back as I can.
What keeps me in Rotary is a sense of community within the organization, the fellowship, B, the opportunity to serve, to make a difference in the world and in our community here in Vancouver, and then further in the world. And I also got involved with the World Community Service Committee in our organization, where I have a chance to make a difference. I also participated in a committee towards the 100-year anniversary of our club, and worked a little bit with them as well to shape this upcoming event.
I am the chairman for the Community Service Committee, where I lead a team of members, and we try and ensure that the funds donated by the Rotary Club go to needy individuals in the community.
Well, a lot of things in a lot of different ways. More specifically, it's becoming more involved. Apart from my activities on Community Service Board and others, I'm also part of the Rotary Hero Foundation Board, and that's enabled me to become even more involved and interact with a number of community leaders as well.
I don't think it's changed that much itself. It is changing slowly, and people are becoming a little more open to change and to adapting to what's happening with technology and current generational differences. I think what has changed for me is my view on it. When I came to Rotary, it was Rotary International, but what makes up Rotary International? There's so many different parts to Rotary International, and it took probably a full year to really start to get a grasp on things. So my understanding of how it all works together has definitely changed. I definitely hope that over the next few years, people continue to be open to change, because we're going to have to change if we really want to attract and retain younger members.
One of the things I noticed about Rotary is the stability. It is a stable organization that is like a family, and we often talk about Rotary as a family, an international family, a worldwide family, there's a lot of stability there, but there is the need for change, as well as you see the transition in the club as we go forward, becoming more focused and setting up goals that we're working towards as a unit. And I find that we're making inroads in that direction.
I don't think that my Rotary experience has changed since I've joined, but you do get more out of it the more you put into it, and so as my involvement increased, I've felt like I got more out of my Rotary experience.
I've only been in the club for 2 years now. I really enjoy it. When I started, I think there was less organization, I think, with recruiting and with addressing how we can make Rotary more accessible, I think, to more people, especially our club. We were a large club at one point. I understand our membership was over 400, and we're not there at this particular moment. So I think we've changed quite a bit in focusing more on public relations, the social projects that we are looking to utilize, as well as using social media to attract and keep our members in the club. That's, I think, the three main reasons, or three main ways that I've noticed Rotary change since I started.
Is it?
I think so. Would you like me to say anything else? What was the third question? What do I do in Rotary? That was the one. I knew, you were thinking too.
Are we still filming?